reel it in. I got the bag, tell a friend. She got some ass, bring it in. Bitch, I'm the new CNN, yeah.
Hey loves, it's your girl Lady T
and Robin,
and we are back for the umpteenth time, but we are back with good news. So the last video we posted up, we were becoming new aunties. We are officially new aunties again. Little Eden was born March 12th at what, 1:15, 1:21 in the morning. So we are aunties again.
Yes.
So congratulations to our sister Raven and baby Eden and her dad Aaron. All right, so we're gonna get into this one because I've been stewing about this for like last 24 hours, and you're gonna take it away, my love.
Okay, so I'm sure everyone who is into the YouTube like kind of drama and just social media blogs. So if you're not that kind of person that don't follow that, you can probably just click off this video. But this is involving Chrissails, of course, again, and Queennaija, and their forever going cycle of drama. So what happened was a few days ago, it was put online. I don't know how it was put online or who was the one to announce. Chris's mugshot started posting up that he had been arrested again for an assault charge. This is probably about the third or fourth time that he's been arrested within the last few years, which is a lot. I mean, that's extreme. And the fact that the majority of these charges are assault charges, like him putting his hands on
pattern.
Yeah. So that happened. He got arrested. The blog started finding out about it. So Queen, not too long. Well, let me not. I'm going to just put it out there so people can make their own judgment. I don't think anyone is aware of when she put her post up, because from when she put her post up to when blog started reposting it, there was a gap in time, like a 2 or 3 hour gap, is from what everyone is saying. Yeah. So Queen post up a post basically, where's my son? If anyone in Houston knows where my son is, please contact me. I have tried to call everyone I know in Houston, and she basically isn't getting anywhere. So please help her locate her son. She cannot find her son. So it wasn't too long after that she deleted the post. So I'm assuming it was very quick from the time she posted it up to the time she deleted the post. So that's basically where we are. Well, that happened, and then like some hours later in the night, she posted up, she talked to him, everything's good, she found him. So the next day, all mayhem breaks loose. And guys, would you not believe that the mayhem isn't because Chris was locked up again for assault? It was because she put the post up searching for her child. That is where the mayhem broke loose. People were doing, you know, little videos and blog posts, of course, reporting that he got arrested. But it was what prompted me to want to do this video was I was amazed at how many videos and how many of these T pages and everything started to be so focused on the fact that Queen posted the post because they felt that it was attention seeking. And then what made matters worse was that Chris's mother and grandmother got on a T page, Nick at Night. She's a vlogger as well on YouTube. And they did an interview with her, an hour and a half, some change video with her, basically saying that Queen knew prior to putting up her post searching for CJ, that's the child, searching for CJ, that she knew where CJ was, is basically what Chris's mother was saying. Then Chris's brother does a video. Then Chris does a video. So then it's all these people doing videos basically slamming Queen, saying that she made him look bad. It's her fault that, you know, people are even talking about it because she put this post up, and it was not with any, there was no warrant for it because she knew where her son was. And so that's where we are here. So we want to give our sides to it because there's a lot of videos from her hate train. I don't care what any of you say. The usual suspects, you know, you didn't got to name them. The usual suspects who make videos about this young girl, bashing her for every single thing she does, but have not yet to bash Chris, because they love to say that, oh, well, we hold them both accountable. No,
you can't
you
hold
don't.
them both accountable, but you only make videos towards the most famous one.
Yeah, and you really go in on her. Nobody has yet done a video going in on Chris for, I don't care, because that's the whole thing. So apparently, to kind of break down his charges, so he got assault with I don't know, I felt like it was with a death. Either way it goes, it was some type of assault. And to come find out, it was an old charge from last year, well, from 2019, and he hit a minor and broke his jaw. And people are literally, well, it was an old charge. That's his mom and grandma. It wasn't even nothing new. It don't matter if it was 20 years ago.
A sin is a sin is a sin. Whether the sin happened 10 years ago, 10 minutes ago.
It doesn't matter. He's now being held accountable for what he did. But not to mention all the stuff with his ex-girlfriend and putting his hands on her. That was just within the summer. So this is something that is continuing to go on. So it doesn't matter when he assaulted somebody. He assaulted somebody. And then a minor at that. So that's where we're at with that one.
When you go to breaking minors' bones, then it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a real problem.
So this is, I guess, so the whole debate is basically, the Queen put up the post to be attention seeking, the victim. That's the first thing everyone, she's trying to be the victim. So did she put up the post even though she knew where her child was? So
let's go ahead and put this disclaimer. This video is defending Queen.
It is.
So
I wish that the people who hate Queen would say that.
Yes.
That we're putting up videos to defend Chris.
We are 1,000% defending her in this case.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
And remind you, these are two people who are not like, we're grown, so we're not children. And I don't think she could even tell you a Queen song. You know, these are just from us seeing these postings go up, and then we start to do our research and make our own opinion, and it is not fueled with biased opinions because we don't like this girl for whatever. I try to figure out how, and that's the thing that kills me. Oh, it's not personal against her. It is. When every single video is slamming this girl, it is.
It's like everything she does, and again, I don't know much about him, Chris, or Queen like that. I mean, she will tell you. She brought the story to my attention because, and this is why I can relate to what Queen did. Just over the weekend. Over the weekend now, CJ is how old?
I think it's like 5.
Okay, so my 19-year-old, Mom, I'm going to hang out with Mr. G. I'll be back. This is early in the morning. All day goes by. I talked to my son one time. Mind you, he's 19. He's a grown man. He doesn't want to do. But come 8 o'clock p.m., I'm not hearing from my son. Then all of a sudden, his phone's going to voicemail. He's not responding to nobody. Then his curfew comes, because yes, I'm that parent. He's on a curfew when he lives at home. Curfew comes and goes. I don't hear from my son. We're riding everybody. I don't talk to his dad like that, but I even called his dad like, hey, have you seen our son? You know, he's not following protocol, whatever. You know, I'm starting to worry because he would at least call when curfew was coming up. Mom, I'm on my way. Mom, I'm outside. Mom, I'm pulling up, whatever the case may be. Don't hear nothing from him. So my whole thing was like, well, dang, I don't know much about Mr. G. I just know he's somebody that used to substitute at this school I used to go to. So how in the heck can I get the word out that if someone has seen my son, tell him to call home? Guess what I did? I went to Facebook and I posted up, hey, has anybody seen my son? I cannot find him. He is not answering his phone. He's not responding to anybody's social media messages, anything. Please, if you see him, please tell him to call me and let me know he's okay. I make the post public. People start sharing it. People start inboxing me, hey, you know, well, no, let me stop. So people were like, well, when's the last time you seen him? I said, the only thing I knew was he was going with Mr. G. So people start inboxing me saying, oh, we know Mr. G, he's a good guy, whatever.
This is where he lives, this and that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, social media, her putting that post up, helped us at least locate who this guy's name is, because all we knew was Mr. G, we didn't know his name. And we were able to find out what road he lived on, all of that. So
and like Queen, when my son came home, because his phone died, Mr. G's phone died, whatever, he came home, I was happy, and I took the post down. He is home, he is fine. Everything's A-okay. So did Queen, right?
Yeah, she took it.
She took the post down.
It was very quick
He's
that
home.
she had put the post down.
I've talked to him. He'll be home soon. Everything is fine.
End of it. So we're going to get into it. So Queen, at this point, Queen, Clarence, people from her camp really haven't said much. Everything has been coming from the fact that Chrissails and his family are the ones doing all these interviews. And to be quite honest with you, they practically told on themselves as to why I feel like, after looking at everything, she was justified in putting the post up. And that she did not know where her child was prior to putting the post up. Okay, so what do you have?
So, I had time today. It really irritated me, just to the fact because I went through a similar situation all over the weekend. So I'm like, why do people dogging this girl? So I watched Chris's little brother's video. So I watched little Dwayne's video. 7 minutes of a video, and it was like 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes long. So the first thing I noticed, he's like, you know, I want to make this video, yada yada this. So I stay with my brother, and I'm with him 24/7. And, you know, I know what he's doing, and yada this and that. So if you stay with your brother, Dwayne, why, when Chris got arrested, why didn't he call you first? Because you said in your video, he may have called you second. You don't know what time frame you got to call. Let you know that, hey, you know, little CJ's with his daddy's being judged. You don't know when you got to call, what number you were, but you wasn't first. That's your own admission. So if there's someone that you're close with and you live in 24/7, why wouldn't he call you first to come and get?
You're an actual blood relative.
A blood relative. Y'all live together, right? Your nephew. That's one. And
he got arrested from home. That's Chris's admission. That it was at home. They came to the house or whatever. The fact that CJ had to be given to somebody and it was not his brother leads me to believe his brother was involved.
Wait, no, not the brother that's 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you clearly weren't around.
Sorry.
That he could have just left, CJ, he's fine, he's with his uncle in the house.
Well, in his video, he goes on to say, using the word we, that Queen made us look bad as a family. Queen only used one name in her post, and that was Chris. She didn't say Dwayne and Chris. She didn't say grandmama and Chris or mama and Chris. It was Chris, because that's who she's obligated to respond to, is Chris. The next thing, you state that, she knew where he was at. She knew this. We were in communication the whole time. How did you know what she knew? At the end of the day, when the first, as a mom, as a parent, mom or dad, a guardian, when you look and notice that your child is missing, my 19-year-old, her 5, 6-year-old, however little CJ is missing, you go right into panic mode. There's no room for error. So it's no, let me call this person. Hey, I done called everybody. No one's responding to me. Like, why would you even put that on social media?
Now, to context to that, because I'm just going to jump in when she says things to kind of relate to how much this family was contradicting themselves in these million videos. Mm-hmm. So he said that she was in contact with him. She was in contact with him. And that she knew where CJ was the entire time. His mother admitted every time Queen would call her, I was just trying to keep her calm, telling her to calm down, calm down.
And like I told Queen, yes, I am a mother too. Just calm down. I said, I will find out where Tiffany is, and if she do have the person's name. I did put that out there. So it's just, I will find out.
Admission that she was upset. Why are you having to keep calming somebody down if you're telling her where her child is? If she knew where her child was, why do you have to keep telling her to calm down?
Because this girl did not know.
She did not know where her child was. And the reason she didn't know where her child was, because they didn't know where her child was. Because Chris didn't call them and tell them. Because he was incarcerated. So what he did was take his one phone call and called the person, another female. That's who ended up having CJ. Some female that nobody, at least Queen didn't know, had her child. That's who he called to have his child. So it clearly was panic. The mother admitted that
Yes.
Queen was in panic mode. Go ahead.
So just kind of going more into the video, you know, when like Queen says, nobody is answering me. Because his whole thing was she was in contact with him the entire time. How, dude? Because apparently you wasn't home.
Exactly. That at this point, if you use your brain, all these people who are dissecting everything, y'all are so good to dissect every single thing about this girl and what she posts and every video she do and taking her mannerism and all this, and y'all couldn't dissect this. Just from that alone, you have admitted that you were not with him.
You were not with him because he called you second. Your own word, sir. And the simple fact of the matter is, when you get arrested and you have children with you, the officers will give you time to call a family member or someone to come and get the child. If no one cannot be reached, the next phone call will be to CPS.